What's going on, everybody? It's the Indoor Hunter, and if you're clicking on this video, you're probably like myself and are a little low on funds. Now hear me out. I know it seems like to some of you I have a lot of money, but with the new map coming out, setting up for a new Great One grind is very, very expensive. You can have 16 tents, 16 tripods, and 16 ground blades, etc., etc. That's nearly $500,000 just for tents and tripods alone. And as you can see, we actually don't have enough to fully equip a map. Now, you don't have to do this to be successful when Great One grinding, I know this, but it's something that I like to do, especially when a new map comes around. I like equipping all of my maps as best as I can because it just makes it a lot easier. And right now, the money is just not there. So let's talk about how to make money easy and fast. Step one is hunting a map that all the animals are considerably more valuable than others. For example, we're on Silver Ridge Peaks because everything on here, depending on whether or not you actually pass the harvest check, is worth over $1,000. There's a few maps that are like this, like Africa. Reventuli Coast is especially good for this as well, but I really enjoy Silver Ridge Peaks, so that's where we find ourselves today. And of course, we are equipped with the 30-06. Now, the reason behind that is because, in my opinion, the 30-06 is the best caliber in the game, hands down. Obviously, we cannot harvest class 9 animals with it, but if you'll take note, when we look at the ammunition here, the polymer tip for the 30-06, its penetration is 45, expansion 13, which is actually better than the 300. It's also better than the 308, and then surprisingly, it's almost on par with the 338. The 338 has a little bit better expansion, but penetration is the value that we're looking at today. We're going to be able to hopefully heart shot some of the bigger game animals. Now, obviously, we will hurt some trophy scores if we're shooting bison, turkey, stuff like that. I will try to avoid that as much as possible, especially on any diamond potential animals. Now, I do actually have the 22 with me, so if we see any turkey, we're going to be able to pass the harvest check. But to make a long story short, the most efficient way to make money is to literally shoot everything you see. Male, female, it doesn't matter. Shoot it all. You're going to see the money add up pretty fast doing this. It's gonna be, I know it sounds simple, we'll just shoot stuff. It's like, well, yeah, that's kind of what I figured, but I mean literally shoot everything. Doesn't matter what it is, and as I said before, well, we've got an aggressive one here. Sir, you're interrupting the introduction of a video. I'd appreciate it if you calm down. That's a vital something. There we go. I was going for a headshot for a second there. Definitely ruined this guy for sure, and I'm not sure why that first round wasn't a lung shot, but that's 500 bucks anyway that we didn't have before. But as I was saying, the quick and dirty of it, we're going to shoot everything that we see. We're starting out with $540,869. By the end of the video, I'm going to be curious as to what we have. Let's see what happens. I think the point has been proven in this regard that the 30-06 is more than capable of taking down big game. I don't recommend it all the time, especially if you're trying to make money, because you're not going to pass that harvest check, so you're not going to get the full value. Now, these pronghorn, however, which that's actually a decent 4. This is definitely within the same class, so we're going to be making some money with this here. $754, that's actually more money than most whitetail are worth, so I don't recommend hunting bison that much because 30-06 ammo is expensive, and if you're using an equivalent, like let's say the 7mm, same applies. The ammunition can be kind of expensive in comparison. Now I will say, and we'll go down this rabbit hole, if you're really hurting for money, The 243 soft point ammunition is completely free. You can be really stingy about it. You can just mag dump the crap out of everything in sight, and eventually you can rebuild funds that way. And another great thing that this does, especially if you're on console, there is no better way than to, quote, reset your population than by shooting everything. It gives you a ton of practice, and if you're new to the game, this is also a great way of getting the experience of shooting animals, and you're going to be getting a ton of XP doing this as well. We have started this adventure using the 30-06 Eckers. We may actually switch over to the M1 Garand just for faster follow-up shots. I feel like if we were using the M1, we'd be able to take all of this group out. And while it may seem obvious, it's really important when you're trying to make money to actually collect everything that you're shooting, because that's going to add towards your consecutive harvest, and the higher your consecutive harvest is, the more everything is worth. So make sure when you go to shoot stuff, you actually are able to pick it up. Don't just leave it, because you're going to ruin that, and then you're going to struggle to continue making money. At the end of the day, the message is pretty simple. Shoot everything that you see, male, female, all of it. I think we've successfully harvested every single species that Silver Ridge Peaks has to offer, and we've made nearly $60,000 in the process. All in all, it was quite the success. We didn't get any trophies, but that's not what we were out here to do today. Our mission was to get money, and that's exactly what we did. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.